This presentation will be discussing Unessay's addition to the Louvre and how it is a truly unusual design of the late 1900s. The Louvre is located in Paris, France. It was originally built to be a fortress during the 12th century. It has been used as a palace and is now a world-renowned museum. In the 1980s, French President Mitterrand sought to renovate the Louvre to accommodate for the thousands of visitors that tour the building every day. The Louvre addition was a part of many of Mitterrand's grand projects. This essentially was a campaign to build modern monuments in Paris and revitalize the city. Chinese-American architect Unessay was selected to design this new addition. The image on the right shows what the Louvre looked like prior to the new addition. Here we see Unessay's design. Completed in 1989, it features 5 pyramids constructed from steel rods and cables, as well as glass. The pyramids bear a formal resemblance to those at Giza. The largest of these glass pyramids seen in this image is surrounded by triangular pools of water and stands around 70 feet tall. This glass pyramid serves as the new entrance to the Louvre. Looking at this section drawing, you can see the subterranean floors added below grade to accommodate more visitors and provide more exhibition space. In total, this was a 650,000 square foot addition, which costed around $800 million to build. Also worth noting is this unique inverted pyramid located inside the building. There is a sense of tension created at the point where the tip of the pyramid comes close, but does not quite touch the small stone pyramid below it. With pediments, arch windows, mansard roofs, dense masonry, and rows of columns forming arcades, the older portion of the Louvre is a Renaissance-style building with classical roots. Unessay's addition does not try to recreate that style. It is something else entirely. This addition doesn't clearly fall into one category. It's not a modern building with no symbolism like Mies van der Rohe's Seagram building. After all, the pyramid forms seen in the addition are symbolic to the pyramids of Giza. Postmodernism would probably be the most accurate style to associate this addition with. Postmodern architects incorporate design elements from several different architectural styles into a single structure, breaking down the boundaries between styles. In the addition, we see elements of ancient Egyptian architecture in the form, yet also modern technology with the use of glass and steel. It could also be argued that Unessay's design is an example of formalism. This is where the building actually begins as a sculpture and is then filled with a plan or program that is based on that sculptural idea. In this case, this pyramid would be the sculpture, but there is not a plan inside based on the idea of the pyramid, so it is not entirely formalism. The new addition to the Louvre was and is controversial to some for a few reasons. For one, this addition was the first time a non-French architect was selected to work on the Louvre. Some people were upset that Unessay, a Chinese-American architect, was chosen over a French architect. Another controversial aspect to the addition had to do with the aesthetics of the addition. When Unessay first went public with his idea, he received a lot of opposition. Some people did not like the fact that pyramids were used in the design. This is because they had nothing to do with French culture. Some even referred to them as the Egyptian death symbol. One New York Times critic called Pei's design a gigantic, ruinous gadget. Others, like museum director Michel Leclatz, believed differently. He said the pyramid is not a gadget. The reason for the pyramid is to bring light inside. Furthermore, some thought that the glass and steel construction of the pyramids would not go well with the existing vernacular of the building. In the image on the right, you can clearly see the contrast in aesthetic between the new and the old Louvre. In reality, Pei tried to design the pyramids to be as unobtrusive to the existing landscape as he could. For instance, super clear glass was used so as to not distort the view of the existing Louvre when peering through it. This glass was specially made from pure white sand. The gray color of the metal framework was chosen to match the color of the mansard roof surrounding the pyramids. Also, the height of the largest pyramid was purposefully kept below the existing rooftops. Nowadays, the new entrance to the Louvre is a popular tourist attraction in itself. Despite the opposition during its construction, the addition to the Louvre has become a beloved icon of Paris.